So we're in the Uber, left O'Hare, headed to Indiana. Gonna go take a look at this Mustang that's Pam's dream car since she was 15 years old. And love her to death, so that's why we got up at like 3 in the morning so that we could get to the airport in time to get out here to look at the car so that we could be maniacs and drive it back to Dallas. So I'm really hoping that the car's as nice as it looked like in the pictures, because if it is, we're going to be driving it back. Door fits over here enough for me.
How's it looking?
So far, so good. It's leaking a fair amount of our steering fluid. I'm gonna make sure if it's got air steering fluid. I think we're good. I don't see evidence of it having been wrecked, and it doesn't look rusty. The hood's certainly not in as good a shape as I had hoped, but the doors look pretty good. I don't see anything that freaks me out. I was kind of anticipating something like a power steering leak or something like that to be going on.
How is it?
It doesn't drive bad at all. It stops good, it runs good. I mean, I didn't flog it because I want to drive it home, but the driver's seat's broke, so it's like springy. The tack doesn't work, but he told me that. Headliner's bad, he told me that. This is a little funky where the hatch is like mega pushed out right there.
Oh, it's like that on the other side too.
It's like the hatch got stuck and bent or something. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So, I mean...
And then the hood.
I think a trip to the PDR guy and maybe just some little tweaks and it would be pretty darn nice, you know? Alright, so the deal is done. We bought it and the tires are dry rotted as hell, so we're not driving back to Dallas on dry rotted shoes. So we're headed to a tire shop, get some new tires on it, and then the real adventure begins. Will this 32-year-old Mustang be up for a 14-hour road trip? We're about to find out. So according to the wise advice of my good buddy Patty, we checked and the tires were shit, so we put brand new tires on it. Met a nice guy. The owner of the tire shop has a GNX. I'm super jelly. But car has new tires. We're gonna try and find somewhere where we can check and make sure that the trans is full and the diff is full, because the last thing I want to do is lock up a trans or a diff part way back because they were low on fluid. So we're kind of easing our way down the road, looking for a lube place that can make sure that we got fluids. Then after that, I think we're ready to send her. So sometimes in life it's the little things. And today the thought of having to drive this Foxbody all the way back to Dallas with no cruise control was kind of shaking me. But it works! The cruise control still works in this 32-year-old Mustang. How cool is that? So we're living the high life.
How's it looking?
It's really fine. Yeah. The oil's right up at the top. Power steering fluid's good. Everything's looking pretty darn nice.
And how far have we gone?
I think we're about halfway now.
Yeah.
So we're halfway there. Car's doing good. Fluids are looking good. We're watching King of the Mountain on the phone, and it's working. Well, I am happy to report it made it all the way back. The fact that we took a 32-year-old car, put new tires on it, and drove it 16 hours straight through the night back to Louisville says a lot about it being a good little car. We actually never had to put oil in it. It didn't burn a half a quart of oil in 16 hours of straight driving, so I'm gonna say that it runs good. It was shifting good. The AC didn't work, so we're gonna have to look into that. The driver's seat mount definitely broke as a joke. It felt like we were doing the gangster lean all the way back, so we're gonna have to fix that. Do a few other little knickknacks and kind of get this thing fixed up. So we've got a whole bunch of other plans for things we want to do to it and what we're going to use it for. So stay tuned to see what we do with Project Fox.